Hi Pisces, welcome to your reading for July. Thank you so much for taking the time to tune in and join me over here for your reading. Oh Pisces, my lovely, lovely fellow water sisters. We just jumped into Cancer season, and that's my own, it's my sun sign season, so my birthday is coming up. But I also know that this energy is, even though we're water signs, we can get a little overwhelmed by the amount of waves that are coming at us during this energy, this season, because we're dealing with retrogrades, and not just Mercury, but another minimum of 5 planets being in retrograde at the same time. It's just a lot in combination with the eclipses that are coming up in July as well. So there's just a lot of new energy, and there's a lot of quick moving energy as well, meaning that it can be here today and it can sort of almost drown you, and then the next morning you wake up feeling completely washed, almost clean by it. So it's gonna come and go, Pisces. And while I was meditating on your energy, what I got for you was your beautiful fellow Pisces, the Queen. Okay, the Queen, Erykah Badu, who for me is one of the most important artists that is out there since the age of 13. That was the first age I got her first album. And this is beautiful song from her, which is Green Eyes. And Green Eyes is about love. It's about the inner struggle between the head over the heart, of the heart over the head, and this duel between both, and pushing and pulling and pushing and pulling, and that's sort of that Piscean way that you guys are sometimes dealing with when it comes to love, when it comes to the relationship you have with yourself, with your spirituality, and with your headspace, right? So this dual energy is coming in, and I think that this song, if you have the time to go and listen to it, like I said, it's Erykah Badu, Green Eyes. It's one of the classics. It's from back in the days, from the album Mama's Gun. And that's what's happening. I feel this title, Mama's Gun, is literally Cancer season. The mother is coming in strapped, okay? Mama ain't is coming in strapped. Ready to pull it out, pull the trigger. And I think that's where July is about. It's about pulling triggers in areas of our lives where we feel like we have been standing still, or where we feel like we have been holding back ourselves, or been holding back by others, or certain circumstances, or old hurt, old past scars, and old ways of thinking, old ways of feeling, old ways of dealing with things. And we get the opportunity to pull some triggers on some things, okay? To just, I know that maybe for some people this might be a sensitive way of thinking and looking at it. I don't mean it in any certain way. Don't literally go out there and pull some triggers. I do not condone anything in that section, okay? Love and light. Let's keep the peace. But Pisces, it's okay. I just want to tell you guys, it's okay. It's okay the way you feel. It's okay if you have some moments of completely feeling overwhelmed by this energy that's going to come in, because there's a lot of action happening in your 5th house and in your 11th house. So that is like, the relationship energy, but also the romantic side of things. And are you romanticizing things too much? Or have you been doing it? Or have there not been enough space to have that romantic side of things and connect in an intimate level? And they say the 5th house is also about sex and children and all of that. I mean, instead of like making babies with the actual deed. Okay. But I think sex is not just sex for Pisces. Pisces, you guys are sort of cosmic, intimate beings, right? When you have intimate relations with somebody, it's a cosmic energy almost. It sometimes makes you fall in love by just that connection and the depth of that connection you can feel. So allowing yourself to flow with that and experiencing that, and also when it comes to your dreams, your goals, your wishes, and having good luck in things is gonna come in for you. In by the time of like half July, you're gonna feel a shift in that. It's like, oh, didn't expect that to come in, but I guess I just got lucky, you know. That's that energy. So that's really positive, you know, to have a lunar eclipse in the 11th house for you guys. So around the new moon in Cancer, that is in your 5th house, like that solar eclipse energy in Cancer. It's also about pleasure, where you find yourself, where you find pleasure in, and exploring that part. Like, have a little fun with certain things. Just be careful, of course. Don't just go and run out there, you know, spreading your legs. Do what you gotta do, but do it safely. Okay, I want my Pisces to be safe, because your heart is fragile this month. It's wide open. Your heart chakra is going to be wide open. So certain things you feel. And I want, like I told you guys, I just want you to know that everything is okay. If you have a great day, great. If your day is not that great, then also okay. It's okay. It will go. It's you know, it's what we do. It's what we do as water signs. We know it's gonna come in and it's gonna go away. Okay, Pisces, take a moment. Your angels are asking you to take a moment in the month of July. Stop. Now is not the time to rush into decision making, or rush into decisions you're about to make. Before this important decision is made, take a moment to pause and quiet your mind so you can ask your soul for guidance before you act or you move. This month will also be a lot about your true heart's desire, your soul's purpose. So it's very important to be aligned with that. If you make a decision, if you make a step, whether it's Mercury retrograde, my allergies, where all the other planets that are in retrograde at the moment, dealing with the eclipse energy, it's asking you to take a slow pace. It's normally something that I would say postpone making certain decisions. But with this one, for you guys, is not what I want to give you. I sort of want you to dive in, and if anything comes from the heart, from the soul, and you know that that is what it is, then take action on it. But make sure you tune in with self first. Anything that comes from, oh, it would be a good strategized option, it would be a good, you know, move to make financially, you know, with resources and things and lawyers, and nothing like that. With that, I would wait a little bit till the end of July, okay, when Leo comes in and brings us back our passion and you know, more strategized energy. Cancer is about the heart, and because of these eclipses, it can give you really a super focused look on what making you happy. What will make you happy, Pisces? What will make you happy? And a lot of you saying, well, if you could just pick up the cards, that will make me pretty happy. I'm gonna, okay? I know you guys think that I can't hear you prior to what I do. And I a lot of things that I don't show on this channel, I don't share on this channel. But if some signs can get it, it's my water signs. I have a lot of more abilities that I'm, you know, using on this channel, because I want to sort of keep it like this. But a lot of times I hear a lot. And it's shifting and it's evolving, because we're going through such a cosmic evolution. You see, this energy is coming in. It's very spiritual. You see, the wheel of fortune is coming in. It's shifting. We're turning the wheel, and then it's not always comfortable, you see, because this person is like, oh my god, I'm about to drop down to the floor, you know. And this person is like, can't breathe, all this weight on me, you know, but that's gonna shift because the wheel is turning, so it's everybody's turn, you know, at one point. So Pisces, take this position this month. And like I said, the energy is heightened. So for another sign, I think it was Taurus, a name came up, like a really strong name. And normally I don't use names. I don't like things to make it so personal, but that's that energy shift. That's why sometimes you guys right now are just so strongly divinely guided, or feel such strong connection to your spiritual side. Go follow that, because you can't do anything but this month. Oh my god, my energy's not the worst. Knight of Wands, you know, look at that. Look at that. I instantly got that energy coming in, rushing in. Who is this? Who is this handsome? Okay. I feel that this energy shift, it's all about what you feel. You see her, I wanted to show you guys. I don't know if it's going to focus. You see, her eyes are bun, like it's, you know, she's blinded, and she is touching around her. She's touching his leg and his arm. And it's about what you feel. What you feel is coming. What you feel is there. What you feel you need. What you feel you want. It's about not focusing on what you see. And Pisces, go beyond that. You have this place. You're ruled by Neptune and all of that energy, which is pretty much right now, you know, active right now. Tune into that. That's what you get when you get born under the sun with Pisces. And tune into that. Use that for your betterment this month, okay? So feeling that. So I think that the more you follow that, the more you start freeing up. It's like, you know, your heart is getting lighter and lighter and lighter, and it's really giving you this new sense of energy. Like, I just feel like you guys are the Knight of Wands. And for others of you are dealing with a fire sign, and this fire sign is taking a step forward. Like, I want to give you guys a heads up. Like, this fire sign might come in rushing in because of Mercury retrograde. All the feels are coming in. It's like, I need my Pisces back, you know, coming in. And I'm sorry I'm so hyped, but that's the Cancer season energy. I cannot for the life of me, okay? But Pisces, you guys are jokers as well, you know. It's not a joke what I'm doing over here, but we can light up the energy a little bit. We don't have to cry 24/7. We're good, okay? We're trying to hang out a little bit, have some jokes, maybe laugh a little bit, okay? But what happens? You see, oh yes, this is all about desire, desire, desire. There's a lot of passion, Pisces. There's a lot of passion for one month. Fire. It's hot. What I wanted to say is that, like I said, this Mercury retrograde might trigger your feelings, but also someone else's feeling. If you're dealing with a fire sign, this person is rushing in and you're like, oh, well, hello. How you doing? You know? And you feel the feels because of, you know, that solar eclipse in your 5th house. You're like, oh, things are starting to get activated over here. So you come right at the time, you know. Or you're sending out an energy and people respond to that, whether you're dealing with a fire sign or not. Because, like, you know, people picking up on this energy, Pisces. So what happens with that is that as this night, it's like, oh, I'm so excited to see you again, Pisces. And you're like, oh, well, hello. And then the next day, they don't call back. You know, it's like you rushed into and now you want to show up as a page, or they show up with all these things and, you know, I've changed and I've evolved, but then the next day or the next week you see, hey, this might not really be what I thought it was. That's July. So like I told you, be a little bit, you know, careful with who you let in. Look at all these wands energy, Pisces. Now you have the 7 of Wands. You go from the Knight to the Page, just taking a step back, taking a moment to pause. And you go right up in the 6 and then the 7. You know, you get a little taste. Get a little taste of what it is once you get what you were hoping for. When you receive a gift, when you receive recognition. You get a little taste of that in July. You're like, oh, so this would it feel like when people treat me with the respect that I deserve, or with the, you know, energy that I want. But it's like a taste, and then you have to sort of defend yourself or your position, meaning that it's like, I now know what I want. I now have seen what I can be and what I can do. And now I'm just going to put in anything and everything to protect that course. Like, I want to work towards this. I need to have that, or I need to work on this because I want to go after this. It's like almost like the fire is starting to burn and you're like, I can't stop now. I gotta go. I gotta move. I gotta go. And you see, you get the Three of Swords with the Queen of Pentacles. So it might be that you felt sort of a lack of passion because of a financial struggle or a blockage in your finances and career. And you felt like you sort of couldn't really put in the amount of investment you wanted to put in. And now it's like, well, you know what? Maybe to go and reach this, right? The Six of Wands. Maybe I don't need to start off with my own horse. Maybe I can just give up the dream as a horse and I can just start smaller. I can just start with my wand, because you see, I am still this. I just don't have the horse, but that's okay, because you know what? If I put in the work, there might be people that believe in my dream, that believe where I can go and I can reach that, and they want that for me. Maybe they can lend me a horse, right? Because it's the horse of your dreams, and maybe you are starting to chase these dreams, because that's that 11th house coming true. It's like hope, wishes, dreams, goals, envisioning, you know? And that's like sort of what you're going at. But because I think for a long time you were so focused on you needing this horse to actually take the first step, make the first move, and then you shift your energy of like thinking, no, but you know what, I do have a good idea. I might not have all the financial resources together, but I can do this and I can do that, and I can call that person, and I can, you know, send out that email or that letter. And you take all that passion you got and work with what you have, and you get instant results from that. It's like you shifting your perception on something, and you no longer have this Three of Swords energy towards your money, because you look at that Queen of Pentacles. Okay, see good, see stable and wealthy, right? And I feel like for some of you, it just felt like you have to sort of protect yourself towards people and like sort of explain yourself, like, listen, I'm focused on the coins, not really focused on love. I'm focused on my coins. And you sort of have to explain yourself, you know, to people. It's like, I just need this time, I just need this space, why don't you get it, you know? And these people are just like, I get that, but I also want your time and also want your energy. And it's like, listen, I can't do this both. I can't do both and be great at both. Like, I need right now, I need some me time to just focus on my future. So I do feel that energy coming through very strongly for you. Let's see what else coming up, because the Ten of Cups is right here, you know, at the deck, bottom of the deck, sorry. Let's see what this is all about, because this is a pretty intense storyline. It's all about newness. It's all about a new chapter. You know, the ones are about growing something new, birthing something new, and it's about passion. It's a lot of passion in your reading, Pisces. Not surprised, so not surprised at all. You see, This is that journey. You do not, and I repeat, do not have to do everything by yourself. And do not have to carry everything by yourself. Go and talk to somebody. Go and share some of those things that are on your mind, on your soul, Pisces. If when you feel this, because I feel like you're just keeping something to yourself. This could be something from way back, and it's coming up, and it will come up. If it has to be healed, if it has to be tapped into, it has to be learned a lesson from in this month of July, it will come up. So don't try and keep that to yourself too much, because it will definitely keep you stagnant. And it's okay if you're not ready at the same day, but maybe the next day you can actually have a conversation with somebody, and that can give you like an insight. Let me see. Something you sort of kept so close. I think for some of you it really is a relationship, a past relationship. So that's like that green eyes energy that I'm getting. You know that song of Erica. She sings about the duality of both, and just feeling like the hangman. Just feeling like I have to surrender to this. I don't know when I will be healed. I don't know when I'm ready to move on. But I just feel like I get washed away and drawn into this ocean of emotions towards and love and energy, and this never-ending cycle I'm hearing, but it is ending and it's coming up. So the hangman, it's keeping you stagnant, it's keeping you stuck. It's all for a reason. How can you free yourself up a little bit more, Pisces? How can you make yourself feel more lighter in the situation? Even though you can't change the situation, you don't have control over each and every side, but how can you make yourself feel a little bit better in it? Is that your self-talk? Is that the way you look at things while you're waiting for things to come to fruition? It's decision-making time. You're making decisions, and that's where this energy came from. Take a moment before you make a decision. Make it from the heart. Make it with heart, okay? Let me see. Pisces, 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 Pisces. What is coming up for you? I'm so excited once these eclipses hit, you know? Ooh! Once these eclipses hit, Pisces, we have the death card, the ending of this cycle, okay? This is a very important card for you to get. And there you are, the bottom of the deck, the Queen of Cups. So, could be dealing with a Scorpio, could be waiting and waiting and waiting on this Scorpio. Or the Scorpio could be waiting and waiting and waiting on you. I don't know this interesting connection, but your time is up. Your time is up. Your time of waiting, your time of hoping and wishing and thinking and feeling, it's up. See, because this card in this deck is all about the time being up. And look who's here. There's the Chow. What has died in this is the let me see, because yeah, what has passed away is the ego, is the 3D us, okay? Let me put it like that. It's the, hey, gotta go to school, gotta do, you know, all of that. Gotta be this, gotta wear that, gotta have that lip injection, gotta go with this, gotta have eyebrows, gotta go this and all that, okay? What is still standing after this important eclipse season that's coming up is your inner child, is you. This is Neptune energy. See, she has wings actually. Your feminine energy and your spiritual side, higher wisdom. And this person, that energy within you, that person is laying here, that is the person that dies. It's the death of ego in a lot of ways. And I know a lot of people say, yeah, but it's a lot of good sides to ego. I know, but it's the negative side of the ego that keeps you stuck, that thinks that you have to carry everything because you're the woman, or you're the man, or you're the this, or you're the that. You don't have to carry everything. So the death of that, and the sun is rising, and the flowers are blooming, and everything is coming into rebirth. It's a rebirth season. Let me see what's coming up after the death card for you. What is coming out? What is coming out for my Pisces? And thank you, Pisces, for joining me up until this point, because I'm really enjoying your energy. I really am. Woo! Okay now. Okay, and I like to see this because this is the magician. This is the person who receives by going through it, by allowing things to just happen. Okay? What happens with that, the magician, is that you receive the tools. You now know where to go. You now know what to use. It's your intuition combined with your soul, combined with your higher knowledge and your wisdom, and then of course a part of your headspace that keeps you grounded. Okay, the crown chakra. So that's all working together. It's all the tools. You can't just go off of one. It doesn't work. We can try, and we will definitely try, but it doesn't work. So you are ready to manifest anything new, newness, brand new, justice. You see, justice, bringing justice to the situation, feeling like things are balanced again, feeling like things are fair. Because I think a lot of things were just so unfair, right? And even though sometimes it's not something that someone does on purpose, but it can still feel like, but I'm left out, or it's not fair towards me. But it's not always something against you. Sometimes it's just for themselves, and that's not always selfish. Sometimes it is, but sometimes it's not. Three of Wands, having your ships come in. There they are. There they are. But that's the thing, Pisces, about July. You don't know what they're holding. You don't know what these ships hold. They've been on a trip. You had this vision. They you sent them out on sea with a certain mission, but they're coming home. But did they get what you wanted? Or is it something you need? Right? Because the universe will always deliver you exactly what you need. Always. It never fails. It always gives you exactly what you need. Whether our ego or our higher self is vibing with that or not, it doesn't matter. It's for us to hang here and to start to learn to understand why it is what we needed, what we are needing. And it's like, but why do I need to go through this heartache? Why do I need to go through this heartbreak and sorrow and feeling left out and feeling misunderstood and all of that? I feel like I can't move. Well, there's a lesson in it, and that's what you need, because that lesson, once you get it, it's one of the tools on your table, and you start to look at it, it's like, wow, now it's my tool. If I never felt that, I could never help that person, or I could never do this, or it could never be that. So now 5 years after, I'm actually glad that's happened, or that didn't happen, because now I'm free, or now I am where I am. I think it's good for July to just go back to certain things which you really didn't want in a certain way, or things went a different way and you felt sad about it. And everybody has 1, 2, up to 10 of those things in your life where you just, situation went differently than you expected it to be. Beautiful. Okay. There you are again. Can't get rid of you. It didn't go the way you expected it to go, but it was actually for the better afterwards. After the tantrums and the things and the feels and the disappointment, you got to a point where you're like, wow, the universe does work in a serious way, doesn't it? So what came out? The Empress. So for some of you, it is a pregnancy coming inside, because that's an eclipse that is not necessarily July. That is July up until December. That's that heightened energy around that. If you don't want to get pregnant, make sure you take, you do the things, okay, for that not to happen. I'm in a same-sex relationship, so I guess I'm good, okay? I guess I'm good. Anyway, Pisces, let's move on to more important things. Empress. birthing new ideas, birthing new projects, feeling abundant, feeling like you are back at where you were before all of this happened. So the thing is, if you're willing to take the first step without the things you think you want and need, without it, just with you, showing up as you, you might be surprised about the people lending you certain things for you to be, go out there in the world. If you ask for help, dare to ask for help. Let others be a part of the journey. If you allow yourself to open up and see things from a different perspective, and knowing that things just play out and they will all be okay. They will all be fair and just, and it's all happening for a reason in the way it's happening, then you'll be good, okay? You'll be back on the throne before you know it. The shift is very important, but it's beautiful, Pisces. And I'm hearing Paris. I almost wanted to say Paris. Who's going to Paris? Let me know. Let me know down here. Paris right now is crazy. Like, it's really hot over there. I saw it coming by on the weather thing. It was like, damn. It's like 40 degrees. But it's not degrees because it's vice versa. Because I know that in America, and I know a lot of views come from there. Hi, guys. That you don't say it like that. It's vice versa. But I don't know how to put that. Like, we have... where I live in, Europe, it's different, okay? It is just different, so I don't know how to say it. It's just so hot. It's really hot, okay? It's crazy for Paris. Temperatures for Paris are crazy right now. So, yeah. I don't know why I was going here right now. Sorry. Enjoy yourself in the month of July. Be kind towards yourself. And, yeah, Pisces, I'll be back. I'll have some new things coming up on the channel, which I'm excited about. First week of July, I'm taking some time off to celebrate my birthday. And I'll be back soon, okay? Thank you, Pisces. I love you so much. I love you to the moon and beyond. And I'll see you back soon. Mwah. Good luck with everything. You're okay. And everything will be okay, okay? Bye.